Alright guys, now let's go. That's 1, part 3, part 8, right? Look at the sentences below about an unusual race along a river. Read the text on the opposite page to decide if each sentence is correct or incorrect. If it is correct, mark A on your answer sheet, and if it's not correct, mark B, alright? So it's very easy to understand. Now, let's go. So first of all, you need to read all of the statements here, okay, from 11 to 20, and then you need to read the text on the next page, and then you decide whether it is A or B, correct or incorrect, right? Okay, Sop, you can go first. 11.
Visitors come to Advanedu to join outdoor activities all year round.
Yes, visitors come to Glen Nevis to enjoy outdoor activities all year round. Do you understand all year round?
That means on the year.
Yeah, the whole year. That's it, okay? So the answer is A. That means it's correct, right? Where is that?
On the top, the spectacular scenery attracts walkers and climbers on through the seasons. Depends despite the cold weather in winter.
The spectacular scenery attracts walkers and climbers all through the seasons, despite the cold weather in winter. Yes. So actually, you can read the whole, the first paragraph, right, to understand everything. The Glen Nevis River Race. Glen Nevis is known as the outdoor capital of Scotland. Britain's highest mountain, Ben Nevis, rises above the area, while the waters of the River Nevis flow through the rocky valley below. The spectacular scenery attracts walkers and climbers all through the seasons. Yes, so you can mark that one. Okay, despite the cold weather in winter. Yes, you can mark that one. That
What means spectacular?
spectacular. What does that mean? It means amazing, amazing, beautiful. Okay. So you can mark that one and you write 11. So that's the answer for number 11. Okay. Right, 12 right here. Okay. Yeah. So you can see the spectacular scenery attracts walkers and climbers all through the seasons. Okay, all through the seasons. That means all year round. Yeah. And here we know the visitors come to Glen Nevis to enjoy outdoor activities. We know there is outdoor activities because here you can see something like Britain's highest mountain, Ben Nevis, rises above the area, blah, blah, blah. And you can see, okay, here from the beginning you see as the outdoor capital of Scotland. Yeah. All right. So that's good. Now let's move on to the next question, 12. Yes, parts of the course of the river race are less rough than others. Do you understand this? Rough, right? Like rough, what does that mean? Yeah. Yeah, rough, that means it's not very flat, it's not very smooth, it's like up and down, okay? And when you move, okay, it's very rough. It's hard to travel.
Where is it?
Number 12. Are less rough than others. Okay? Yeah?
Not flat.
Here you say parts of the course of the river race. That means parts of the race is what? Are less rough than others. That means smoother, easier to travel than others. Okay? Than some other parts of the race. Got it? And this is correct, right? Now where is it? Yeah, just look for that. Look for that. Even you did wrong last time, but now you have time to check it again. To read that one. Yeah, where is that? Okay, stop, go. Where?
At line number 2 at the bottom, there are rocks, waterfalls.
Which paragraph? Paragraph 2.
At the bottom.
Okay, there are rocks, waterfalls. Okay.
And sections with scary names like Dead Dog Pond and the Leg Breaker. For them to get through, though there are areas of farmers and waters too.
Yes, that's right. That area, that part, right? Makes sense, right?
What means climber?
Calmer. You know, to stay calm. Try to stay calm. You know, stay calm. For example, if we are talking about a person, then stay calm. Okay, if that person is getting angry and they keep shouting, so just stay calm. So you will, okay, you can kind of relax, or you stop shouting, something like that. But here we are talking about water, right?
Water.
So if we are talking about calmer waters, what does that mean?
That means the water don't like.
Yeah, there's no there's no wave, so it's very smooth. Okay, it's smooth, it's flat, easy to travel through that stuff. We finish this one before you ask the next one. Don't jump into the next one before we finish this. Okay? So now you understand calmer waters? Yeah? Okay. Next one. Next question.
What means section?
Section. Where? Oh, sections. Right. Okay. Okay, here the answers. There are rocks, waterfalls, and sections with scary names like Dead Dog Pool and Leg Breaker for them to get through, though there are areas of calmer waters too. Now, sections, what does that mean? You can underline that, you write area or parts or areas. Okay? So first of all, you can mark that one and write number 12 next to that, and then I will explain more. Okay? Now, tell me here, because when you look at number 12, right, they say the parts of the course of the river race are less rough than others. That means that river race has many parts or many sections, and some parts are rougher than the others, or that means that some parts are less rough than others, okay, or calmer than others. Yeah, so here they say that there are rocks, waterfalls, and sections with scary names, so some dangerous places or areas for them to get through, though there are areas of calmer waters too. So we have some parts there, they are calmer than the other ones. Got it? So that means that here they say there are areas of calmer waters too. That means there are sections which are less rough than others. Got it? Yeah? Okay. 13.
Competitors are able to begin the race as soon as they are ready.
Okay, competitors are able to begin the race as soon as they are ready, and that's wrong. Now, do you understand this statement?
Yes.
Yeah. So they are able to begin the race as soon as they are ready. So when they say, "Oh, I'm ready," so then they can begin the race. Is that true? No, that's not correct, right? Where is that?
Paragraph 3
Mhm.
at the bottom. It can take anything from 10 minutes to over 2 hours to complete the course, depending on the level of the river and the abilities of the competitors. Up, the whole paragraph.
Mhm.
Competitors set off at 30 seconds.
Intervals. Yeah, intervals. What does that mean?
Ready,
What?
ready,
No, not ready. Intervals. What does that mean?
starting,
Starting? No. What does that mean?
warm up,
Warm up?
yeah,
No.
warm up before the race.
No. Someone else, please. Intervals, I mean kind of a range, and in this case we are talking about range of time. Okay, 30-second intervals. When we say comparator set off, do you know set off?
Yes, ready.
Ready or begin, right? Ready or begin. So when we say comparator set off at 30-second intervals, and now I say that intervals means a range of time or something. So can you guess?
How long the time for them will be ready.
Now that means that each group, or maybe each comparator or some comparators, they will start after 30 seconds after each other. You understand? Comparators set up at 30-second intervals. That means maybe a group of comparators will start, and then the next one have to wait 30 seconds. They cannot just all jump in and do whatever they want there. Maybe there will be an accident. Okay, so they try to stop them. So they say, hey, if you want to jump in, then you need to wait for 30 seconds. Okay, maybe team A will go first, and then you wait for 30 seconds, and then team B will start going, and then 30 seconds later, team C. Okay, so here we say comparator set up at 30-second intervals. So 30-second intervals, I mean that we have a range of time that is 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds, things like that. Okay? Yeah, range of time. So here, like this, you have here 30 seconds, and then you have 30 seconds, 30 seconds. And team A jump here, B, C, D, things like that. Got it? Yeah? So comparators set up at 30-second intervals by jumping with their lilos from a tiny shelf in a rock into the fast flowing water 12 meters below. You don't know that one. I think you see it somewhere. Where can we see that word at the beginning?
Paragraph 2.
Paragraph 2. Yeah, you see.
Competitor use a
Lilo, yes. Here.
plastic base.
Yeah, yes, that's very good. So you see that, but not in a boat. Instead, each competitor uses a lilo, okay, a plastic bag filled with air normally used for camping or floating in the sea. Got it? So if I ask you, lilo, what does that mean? You have to say that is a plastic bag filled with air normally used for camping or floating in the sea. You can underline that one, and you can learn it later. Okay, you can study that later. Yeah, try to memorize that. Underline that. A lilo, a plastic bag filled with air normally used for camping and floating in the sea. Now you see some guys they use that one, and then they can put that in the sea, right? And then they can jump in. They can sit on that, and it will float. It will float. Yeah. But how about the bed? We also have that one, and then some people use that for sleeping when they go camping. Of course, we have different types. Okay, don't think that the one we throw in the sea will be the same as the one you go camping with. Okay, they are different, but the idea is just the same. Got it? So here we say that compare set of at 30-second intervals by jumping in with the lighters from a tiny shelf in a rock into the fast-flowing water 12 meters below. So that means here, number 13, competitors are able to begin the race as soon as they are ready. Is that correct?
No.
No, it's not correct. Even if they are ready, they are not allowed to start. They have to wait for what?
30 seconds.
Yeah, they have to wait around 30 seconds for, okay? Until they, to wait for their turn, okay? So if we have a team in front of them and then that team start off, then they have to wait for 30 seconds. Yeah? Alright, so you can mark that one and then you can write 13. Yeah? You can write number 13 then. Not the whole paragraph, just from competitors to 12 meters below. That's enough. Okay, we don't underline, we don't mark all of the parts or everything because otherwise it's very hard for you to check it again. Alright, now 14. Yes, the depth of the water has an effect on how long the races last. Do you understand this? Yeah, deep, very deep. That is the kind of an adjective, and the depth that is the noun of that one. So here you have the sea surface, and the depth that is this one right below the surface. Okay, and the depth of that area, because different area the depth will be different, right? Here the depth is like this, and here maybe it's a little bit deeper. Okay, so here they say the depth of the water has an effect on how long the races last. Do you know how long the races last? Do you understand? Yeah? Okay, how long it will take? Maybe it will last for 3 hours or for 2 hours or for 5 hours. It really depends on the depth of the water. Okay? Where is that?
To
20 minutes.
over 2 hours to complete the course,
Not enough. Read more.
depending on the level of the river and the ability of the computer.
Yeah, see.
Here.
See that? It can take anything from 20 minutes to over 2 hours to complete the course, to complete the race. Okay, the course of the race is just the same. Depending on what? Depending on the level of the river. That means the depth of the water. Got it? And the abilities of the competitor. So you can mark that one. You can mark that part. And you can write number, what? 14, right?
Yes.
14 next to that.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, guys?
Yes.
Alright. Now, 15.
Some people return to do the race again and again.
Some people return to do the race again and again. Oh, they love it, and they just return and do it again and again. And that's correct, right? Where is that?
Paragraph 4.
Okay?
At the top, there is much
Discussion.
discussion among people.
People, yeah.
Among people. What means discussion?
Discussion. That means
Talking.
talking or having conversation. And when we use the word discussion, that means that they don't talk randomly, okay? But they discuss, that means they focus on a particular topic. Okay?
What about
Amongst, what does that mean?
among the
It's very similar. It's between is used for two people, right? Between two people, like this one. This one is between these two, okay? Amongst, that means that you also like that one is surrounded by many things or many people. So we use the word amongst. Okay? I mean, it is surrounded by many people, not just two. If only two people, then we say between, but amongst, then we say like maybe more than two, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, like that. Okay? Trong số ha. Ở giữa giữa những người đó với nhau. Okay? There's much discussion amongst people who take part regularly.
Okay. Who take part regularly about which type of
Lilo.
Lilo
Yeah.
works best for the race.
Yeah. Okay, here you can hear that. How's that?
Lilo.
Oh, you can have Lilo, but some yeah, Lilo or Lilo. It really depends. Yeah, really depends. Yeah, yeah. Lilo or Lilo is fine. Fine. Okay. So there's much discussion amongst people who take part regularly about which type Lilo or Lilo works best for the race. Yeah. So that is the answer for number what? 15.
15.
Okay. Now. Why? Why that is the answer? Why that is the answer?
Because I see who take part regularly.
Yeah, yes, very good. Who take part regularly or take part regularly, that means that to do the race again and again. Okay? Some people return to do the race again and again. That means that they take part regularly. Okay? Regularly, frequently. Okay? Yeah. Okay, next one, 16. Go.
Only certain types of Lilo may be used in the race.
Yeah, only certain types of Lilo or Lilo may be used in the race. Okay. Certain types of them may be used in the race, and that's wrong. So what does that mean? If we say this is wrong, so what does that mean?
This means there are lots of types.
Yeah, there are lots of types, or maybe you can use any type you want. Okay. Okay, where is that?
Paragraph 4.
Mm-hmm.
Line number 3. But since you can use anything that flows, all kinds of rich toys such as banana, shark, and crocodile can be seen floating down the river.
Oh my god, it's really funny. Here, yes, some prefer, here you can read from that, some prefer short wide ones, while others say that a long narrow one is better. But since you can use anything that floats, all kinds of big toys such as bananas, sharks, and crocodiles can be seen floating down the river. So that means that you don't use any certain type of Lilo or Lilo here. You can use any type, and they come with different shapes, right? We have banana shape, we have shark shape, and we also have some kind of crocodile things, right?
You mean you take a banana that you usually eat and then you put
No. That Lilo looks like a banana. Not like you take the real banana and you jump into the sea. No. Okay?
What do we like?
No, you can't use a banana to swim. No. Okay?
But
But you can use shark and crocodile.
Yeah, you cannot use a shark to swim. Okay? You just need to have kind of the shark shape or shark type. And then you use that to float. Anything that can float. Okay?
a banana shape that we just put like this, like that. A banana, they will make it bigger and you go
No, you cannot use that like that. Okay, number 16, done. Now 17.
Competitors must use the safety clothing provided by race organizers.
Yeah, competitors must use the safety clothing provided by race organizers. The answer is B, right? Competitors must use the safety clothing provided by race organizers. So it's wrong. What does that mean?
That means you can only wear the clothes that the race organizers say.
Yeah.
The race organizers.
But that's wrong already, right? So what does that mean when we say this wrong? So in reality, what will happen?
You can use any clothes you
Yes, competitors must use the safety clothing provided by race organizers. But that's wrong. So that means that in reality, you can use any kind of safety clothing. Okay?
Any safety clothes.
Any kind of safety clothing. Whatever you want, you can use them all. You don't need to use the one provided by race organizers. Do you know race organizers? You understand race, right? Race organizers, that mean the people or the ones who.
The person who controls.
Yeah, you can say the person who controls the race, or actually these are some kind of group of people who open this and manage this or control this. Yes, okay. All right, guys. For number 17 and 20, take your time and read that. I will come back. Okay, I will be back. Yeah, I need to check the other guys.
Lúc đầu em cũng bận rộn đó, chị nghĩ cái cảnh tượng đầu mình bắt đầu cái sốt trong hiện trường.
Em tưởng là cái khả năng hay là người ta để là một cái ngày trong những năm trước, còn cái lần cuối không người ta không kiếm để
goodbye. Yeah. Yeah, all right. Okay, goodbye. See you. We'll continue next time.